when he comes across. It's about 1.5 seconds difference right now. And one thing I might point out, maybe easier for Denny to get through traffic than it is Kasey, because he's got better tires on.
Yeah, and it all depends on where you catch that traffic and whether that guy gives you a break or not. And we talk about this all the time. You know, you give these guys a break, they give you a break. Sometimes this is payback time. If they don't want to let you around, then they're not going to let you around.
8 laps to go. 2 lap cars between the race leader, Kasey Kahne, and second place, Denny Hamlin. And if you're just joining us, Denny Hamlin dominated this race, leading 150 laps. But when he came down pit road to make a stop under caution at lap 235, there was some miscommunication between he and crew chief Darian Grubb. Grubb wanted to go with 2 tires. He thought Hamlin wanted 4. That 4-tire stop took Hamlin from the race lead back to 14th, and he has put on a show late in this race trying to get back to the front.
I mean, he has driven this thing from 12th, 13th, 14th back there to be in the same picture frame, which is impressive in itself.
Look at our closing the gap, still a couple of 100 feet behind. Perhaps the bigger part of that equation, 2 lap machines in between McMurray and Gilliland.
He gained 80 feet from the backstretch to the middle of 3 and 4. If he keeps doing that, they're going to be right next to each other on the last lap.
6 laps to go. Here's Hamlin inside of David Gilliland. No problems for the 11. And now once again, only 1 car separates him from the race leader, Kasey Kahne. That's Jamie McMurray. But this time around, 5 laps remaining.
McMurray laid down, so now there's nobody in between.
Clean sailing for Denny Hamlin, and some lap cars stacking up in front of the race leader, Kasey Kahne.
Let's see if he does the same thing here. About 225. I see now Kasey had to. Oh wow, Denny drove it in really hard that time. He slid it. That's another thing you got to be careful doing, is overdriving the car at this point.
Yeah, he saw that opening and was going to make a lot of it up right there. It's just tough. I mean, we talked about it earlier. Catching and passing are 2 totally different things at this point in time. But he has put in a valiant effort right here.
A little cushion once again for Kahne, who got around the lap machine of Landon Castle. See if Hamlin can get around him here as Kahne closes on Regan Smith. And when they come off of turn 4 here, it'll be 3 laps remaining for Kahne.
Denny's not worried about it rolling through the center of the corner right now. He's making it all up, getting in, and stabbing and steering
look at how hard he is on the brakes right there. I mean, when you see the car just slam the racetrack, he's driving it in deep, and he's getting a lot of brake out of it.
But he's running out of time. 2.5 laps remaining. Think back to the start of this season, all the anticipation for Kasey Kahne coming over to drive this 5-car for Hendrick Motorsports. Everyone believed they would have what it took to win a championship. Slow start, bad luck, you name it, it went wrong. They got on track. A number of top 10s in succession, won that race in the Coke 600 Memorial Day weekend at Charlotte Motor Speedway. And a victory here today would more than likely put him in the chase, but a lap and a half remaining, and Denny Hamlin continues to close.
He seemed way.
He just
there it goes right there.
That's it.
There it goes.
White flag out. And Kasey Kahne can breathe easy at New Hampshire.
He did, and that's all he had.
That's all he had, man. He gave that thing everything he had every lap.
Denny Hamlin dominated this race.
No pressure.
Made a great rally late, but it's going to come up short. Kasey Kahne down the back straightaway for the final time. When we come back to New Hampshire in September, we'll be in the chase, and more than likely, Kasey Kahne will be running for a championship, but he's going to get his 2nd win here today, and it's going to be his 1st ever at New Hampshire.
Ready to go. Good times, you kidding? Ready to get it in track position. We had to have it. Thanks everybody. Good job, Kevin. 10-4. Great job, guys, man. Great job. That was awesome. Take a long burn out. It's my first win, so I need to be there for the picture.
6 races of racing on TNT complete. 6 different winners. Kasey Kahne puts the icing on the cake here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway.
It was all about track position. You heard him say, thanks for getting me that track position.
Can't say enough about the way this team has fought through hard times. And a huge victory today, helping their championship position. Kasey Kahne gets it done at New Hampshire.